So here we are. Black women are awfully quiet right now. Because they're realizing them thought processes that they had don't actually work in the real world. It only works in the African American community. And the only way it can work like that in the African American community is if wimpy ass black men go along with the crap. But it don't work in the real world. They see it now. And they thinking to themselves, is if the world finds out that we done effed up these black men like this, we in trouble. And it's going to take about 50 years to repair what we did. I don't want to live in that world where we get the blame. And for you last residual idiots out there who actually still agree with that speech, well, let me give you an African American woman right here who agrees with Barack Obama, who agrees that when the failure happens within the African American community, within the African American household, that it has to be the black man's fault, can't be hers. Remember, backbone, strong and independent, holding down the black community, all this good stuff, we lead it, we run it, all that. But when her 13-year-old son shoots an innocent woman in her car, who does she blame? The same person that Barack Obama blames. Let's take a listen.
The judge recently took a brief recess and is expected to be back in the courtroom any moment now to hand down that sentence. Take a look inside the courtroom. You will see DeMarco Harris. He is 13 years old now, but 12 years old when he shot and killed Trisha Babcock after he tried to rob her last August. She had come down to Detroit seeking work and was sitting in a parked car when prosecutors say after midnight, Harris pointed a gun at her and shot her, killed her during a botched robbery attempt. As you'd imagine, there were lots of tears from members of both families and very powerful statements from Trisha's father, Steve, and DeMarco's mom.
I'm never going to be able to give my daughter away on her wedding day. I'm never going to be able to hold her grandbaby. You took my bloodline. You took my little girl, Trisha. And people mention all the time in this court in the murder trials about a child. What about my child? What about Trisha, who was only 24 years old? That had her whole life ahead of her. That could have been somebody. That wasn't going to be somebody. That was my child. She was only a child.
If my son go to jail to 21 or for the rest of his life, I know that will never, ever heal the hurt in your heart, heal the pain. I pray that God give y'all forgiveness for my son and pray that y'all forgive me because I'm the parent. Yeah, his father wasn't always in his life, yeah, financially, but physically, do y'all see him? He's not here. So blame me. Blame me. Blame me. I just wish I could trade seats with him, but I can't.
So what could DeMarco Harris's sentence be? The prosecutor tells me that it could be a juvenile sentence where he is put away until he is 21. It could be a blended sentence, or he could be sentenced as an adult and get life in prison. I did just speak to Trisha Babcock's sister, and she tells me that the family's hope is that he is sentenced as an adult to life in prison without the possibility of parole, because she says she doesn't want any other family to experience what her family has been through. Of course, we'll be here and we'll let you know what that sentence is. Reporting live in downtown Detroit, Anu Prakash, Channel 7 Action News.
Now, wasn't that ridiculous? These are the same thought processes, people. That's how I knew how this dude was going to run the country and how it was going to get him in trouble. Because if you go along with this thought process, this is an African American woman's thought process. And trust me, it was helped along by Tyler Perry, Spike Lee, Ice Cube, and Terry McMillan. And before the naysayers appear, because there will be those who will say, you just on YouTube just running your mouth talking. Well, my answer to that is real simple. From YouTube, me and a bunch of other brothers and a family. We successfully helped to save count them, 2 African American children. How many have you helped save? Yeah, I can do what I want. I'm the Calvary. We're gonna get into depth. This ain't it. This is just the beginning of a bunch of videos. I'm gonna talk about the weakness I've seen in black men and exactly where it comes from. This is Calvary. I'm out.